So what up, everybody? We're back today with another review, more so like a fun review today. Actually got something back that I had sent off months and months ago. Didn't know if I was ever going to get it back, but I did. And so today's been a good day. And so I actually put it on the track just to make sure it works. And that is this. We're going to take a comparison and contrast today. As so you guys know, that Amtrak E8 Day 1 scheme, I bought it brand new when it originally dropped from Lombard Hobbies, but I had issues with it right out of the box, and so I sent it in for warranty repair to Rapido, and that was way back last year in October, but I've since finally got it back from them, and they did take care of me, so pretty excited about that. Although I do notice something now that I'm looking at it. I noticed that they didn't put the coupler in front back. It's missing. So I guess I'll have to put a coupler back on there because they sent it back, but now that I'm looking at it, I don't see the coupler on the front. But we're going to take a look at these two classical powerhouses of a passenger locomotive, the EMD E8A. And so as you guys already know, I did a review of both the Illinois Central 100 and 101 that I got. And so now we have both of the E8 side by side. And so we can kind of take a look at these two. Both of these, to start off, are by Rapido. Rapido produced 4316, which was Amtrak's only heritage Day 1 E8 ever produced. So just a little bit of background. As you guys know, the EMD was like the quintessential passenger locomotive for at least 30 years, maybe 20 to 30 years. These came out in the 50s, and they were produced all the way to the 70s, I want to say, before they started doing the E9s. And so just to start off with 100, 100 is a former PRR. This is former Pennsylvania Railroad for number 100. And 4316 is a former BN, Burlington Northern. When Burlington Northern retired their E8s and E9s in the early 90s, Amtrak bought a couple of those. And so, just to take a look at some of the differences, you can see from the top, they have similar intricate details, but there are some differences. So you notice on the E8, it does have the horn, and on the 100, the Illinois Central, there is no horn. However, 100 does have the modern PTC style antenna at the top. They both have the rectangular, I guess I want to say probably HVAC unit. They both have a multitude of radiator fans. However, the Illinois Central has two additional horizontal radiator fans, and the Amtrak Day 1 only has 4. Going in a vertical style. They actually have a plate covering where the fans will be on the Illinois Central. And as we go towards the back, they both have another, I think, I'm assuming HVAC unit. They both have the piping on both the engines. Now at the back, this has an exhaust stack. And on this one, this has like a different style. If we look at the underbody, they both have the same style trucks, similar style trucks. Large fuel tank. We can't really see it as much on the, let me just pull this forward so you get a better look. One thing we noticed with the Illinois Central E8 is it has operating ditch lights, where the Amtrak version does not. The Amtrak version has some type of, I'm not sure what this is. They both have the class lights in the front with the round headlight. Wipers, same style window grill. Now we notice also in Illinois Central it has the grab irons, total of 5, whereas the Amtrak only has 2. And from the rear, so I might not have all my terms correct. I'm not that type of person. I don't know all of the railroad vernacular, especially for like the prototype. So this is just me doing a visual inspection. If you want actual specific of what each part number is, you need to probably go to somebody else's channel or pick up one of the EMD books that would explain all of that. I don't know. I just know it has incredible detail on the trucks, all of the tubing, the HVAC, I'm sorry. Rapido did an outstanding job with those details. They probably, to me, are the quintessential passenger manufacturer, more so than Walthers. Walthers does Amtrak current things like Viewliners, Superliners, but Rapido really like takes it up a notch, especially with like their interior details on their bi-level coaches, which are these right here. All of these are Rapido. But I love how they have a hold on the passenger market. I'm a passenger guy, so I love passenger trains, so I'm always going to support them. I'm really hoping that they do the CTA. They've already made an announcement for the 2600s. I'm hella excited for that. But back on these E8s, these are some gorgeous E8s. If you look at the paint is crisp. You don't see any fading or bleeding between the colors. They got this is the old school Amtrak logo. I think this was called Airmark or the Travel Star logo. They've since got a upgraded modern version of the arrows, which is like in a different blue. But that blue is the quintessential Amtrak that we all know from the early 90s and the 80s. I love this Illinois Central. This is probably one of my favorite engines now, the E8, especially with the ditch lights. I love how the ditch lights look, how they integrate it on this E8. I really feel like if Amtrak market is listening, they should purchase another Illinois Central, at least 2, 102 and 103, back from the museums that they were sold to, and put those on the city of New Orleans for certain days, for sure. Like, if you really want to get passenger service up at popping, you got to make people be interested in traveling beyond taking a flight. Of course, the flight will get us there quicker, but for people who don't like flying, especially with all the things that's going on with aviation right now, Amtrak would be the way to go. And they could really capitalize on that, especially like with their sleeper service. And if they did like go back to the regional cuisines that they used to offer instead of having like one blanket menu. And they had took full dining from the city of New Orleans anyway. So it's on their flex dining, which is BS. But I don't want to go on a tirade about that. So again, we're going to now turn both of the engines on. I'm going to pause this video for a second. So let's start it up. one by one. And this is 4316, the Amtrak E8. F8 starts the sequence, or Rapido engines. F0 is the headlight. F11 is the class light. And unfortunately, I don't have a stand, so you have to pause it while I actually turn on the interior cab light. F16 turns on the interior cab light. So that's all the lights for the, as far as going in forward for the Amtrak unit. Now for the Illinois Central unit, F8. Has a much more robust startup. F0 turns on the lights and the headlight, which is a little bit more dimmer than the Amtrak unit. F6 is for the ditch light. F11 is for the class lights. I'm trying to turn on the interior light. It should be the same. Hold up for just a moment. And there we go. So as we can see, we see both of them are fully lighted. And they really put on a show of lights. That's the bell. On the Illinois Central. Now you have the bell for the Amtrak unit. And the horn for the Amtrak unit is and for the IC, you can see the grade crossing and horn flashes the ditch lights alternatively on the IC. It also has the old school horn sound. The Amtrak has a much more updated horn. Let's get both of these a little move. So 4316 moves automatically. Probably dirty track on that one. This is at speed step 2 for both of the engines. Speed step 3. Speed step 5. You can't, that track is dirty because I don't usually run on that side. So, as you can see, the Illinois Central is catching up, but not a race. Just want to see how both of them move. Make sure it is on the track. Maybe it just needs to be broken in. Yeah, that track is definitely dirty. Let's bag them up. This is on speed step 10 in reverse. Now we can see F13 turns on both the rear lights. Again, I was not able to do it at the same time because I only got one hand, so I'm trying to hold the cell phone and hold the throttle at the same time, so I have to pause the camera for a second. But just wanted to give you guys a quick side-by-side comparison of the EMD Rapido E8A. Both beautiful engines. Like I said, I really love the paint scheme on both, but I'm probably partial to the Illinois Central, only because I'm from Chicago, and this is basically the birthplace of IC before CN took them over in '98. So, and I love the ditch lights on the IC model. I wish Amtrak had put the ditch lights on theirs. Both would look good pulling a set of superliners or bi-level coaches. Which one's your favorite? Let me know what you think. With that being said, hope everyone has a good weekend. Today is Friday evening, March 7th, 2025. And like I said, I did just get this engine back, the 4316 Amtrak from Rapido. So I'm quite happy. It is working thus far. So it's like my first time really running it. So I actually need to take it to the club and put a set of superliners behind it. Same with the IC. Take care. Have a good one.